Coming up on Mountain News this morning, an Eastern Kentucky family is one step closer to getting closure after a person accused of being involved in their son's death pleads guilty in court. And the city of Ashland meets community leaders to discuss the situation surrounding a man who died while in police custody.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Well, good morning to you. It's almost 5:35 on your Thursday. I'm Dakota Makris. Thanks so much for waking up with us. Let's head over to Brandon for a look at that forecast. Take your jacket this morning.
Yes.
And I was prepared because this time my jacket was in my bedroom.
All right,
so
there
where
you go.
It should always be and not in my car.
Exactly. So that was a good move on your part.
I'm learning lessons.
Exactly.
I'm learning lessons.
Exactly. Learning quick. All right, let's talk about the forecast this morning. As we head out the door, we're going to continue to see some of that cooler air in place. Not as cold as yesterday. No frost this morning, so that's helpful. I-75 at Corbin, not looking too bad down there. Some light traffic. Maybe even seeing, I can't tell if that's the moon or like a signal tower. I believe it's the moon over there kind of shining out for a little bit from behind the clouds there this morning. 39 down that way, 39 Jackson, 36 Moorhead and Irvin, 36 also Manchester and Jonesville. It is 37 in Williamsburg and Jacksboro, 41 Somerset, Monticello, the warm spots in the region this morning. 36 Pikeville, Prestonsburg, 30 in Clintwood is our cold spot this morning. Statewide, 45 Paducah, 31 across the river, Cincinnati and Ashland 2, 38 in the Tri-Cities, 40 Knoxville, 47 Nashville, 38 in Bowling Green this morning. Day planner for today, we're heading up into the upper 50s. It's going to be a fairly mild day for this time of the year, but considering we've had record-breaking temperatures the last little bit, this temperature trend we're getting ready to go into is going to be cooler and at times will be wetter as well. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Wednesday was a day Wesley Hook's family had been waiting for nearly 3 years. The Pikeville man went missing in June of 2020. Officers found his car burned with his remains inside in July of the same year. Yesterday, one of the people charged with his murder, Eric DeLeon, pleaded guilty to his kidnapping. That plea comes with a 30-year sentence, which Hook's family is relieved to see.
This process has been long overdue. It's been a long time. It's been seems like years and years, but it's only going on 3. But I'm just glad that to get this part of it done, and maybe I get a little bit of closure.
DeLeon is the second of 3 accused to reach a plea agreement. Well, we now know the name of the man who died after being hit by a car in Floyd County. Kentucky State Police say 65-year-old James Boyd of Garrett reportedly walked in front of an SUV on US 23 in Floyd County on Monday. The crash happened near Ivell. Boyd was taken to a nearby hospital, but later died. Police say they are still investigating how the crash happened. And police in Whitley County are investigating a deadly crash that happened on Highway 92 East. Well, they say the crash happened early yesterday morning when a Toyota Camry and Ford F-550 hit head-on. The driver of the Camry, 77-year-old Arthur Seiler, was found dead at the scene. Police say drugs and alcohol do not appear to be a contributing factor to the crash. Well, the city of Ashland met with community leaders, including the NAACP, yesterday after a man died in police custody. Nationally renowned attorney Ben Crump is representing the family of Clarence Wilkerson. He died in police custody on Saturday. Crump tweeted this video showing Wilkerson unable to move or breathe. City leaders say they recognize the grief from Wilkerson's death, and they discussed ways to facilitate open communication between the city and the community. KSP is investigating the incident. Officials say 3 kidnapped children were found in Campbell County, Tennessee Wednesday evening. Deputies say 52-year-old Douglas Mills drove from Kentucky to Mississippi. He reportedly kidnapped his daughter's 3 children. Mills and 2 other people reportedly broke into the home and threatened the mother with a gun. Mills then left with his grandchildren, who were all under the age of 10. Tennessee Highway Patrol troopers were able to pull Mills over on I-75 in Campbell County. That's just south of the Kentucky border. 3 people were arrested in total. Officials are working on getting the children back to Mississippi. Well, there's a new contest that hopes to inspire Kentucky manufacturers to showcase their new inventions. The Kentucky Association of Manufacturers is hosting its first annual Coolest Thing Made in Kentucky tournament. Any product made in the state using a manufacturing process can be nominated when the field is set Kentuckians will pick and advance products through a bracket-style tournament. Members of the Kentucky Cabinet for Economic Development say they hope the contest will encourage innovation through the state.
And I predict in 10 years, 5 years, no, I'll make it even 2 years. Having done this, we'll have the same impact like we have with March Madness. And more importantly, it's going to have the kind of impact where we start to talk about the stories of the individuals and or the products that make this state so great and that make these products so cool.
Nominations will be accepted through March 19th. Voting to narrow the field to the top 16 products will begin on March 21st. You can nominate or vote for a product at coolestthingky.com. Wednesday was International Women's Day, celebrating women around the globe for their leadership and accomplishments in their communities and beyond. The city of Whitesburg Mayor Tiffany Kraft made history as the first woman mayor in Whitesburg. Here's what she had to say about the day and what it meant for her.
Always believe in yourself. Never think that there's anything out there that you cannot do, because I never dreamed that I would be in politics and never thought in a million years that I could do anything in politics, have the capability of doing that, but you know, here I am.
Well, this year's global campaign theme for International Women's Day was #EmbraceEquity. Well, a club at the University of Kentucky is aiming to encourage and empower women neuroscience students. Well, the club was founded just 3 years ago, and with STEM being a predominantly man-dominated field, the founders say it's imperative to have the support of their peers. The Women in Neuroscience Club allows women in STEM to have mentoring relationships with classmates and professors, hoping to make club members feel more supported.
There's not one door that you can't open if you push hard enough, and don't be scared to go forward with things that you think might not be a woman's traditional place. There's no place that a woman can't be and shouldn't be.
Well, the club also does outreach to young girls and boys in grades like preschool, kindergarten, first and second grade, trying to work towards a better future for women in STEM. Well, just ahead this morning, an American reality show star makes some criticism regarding bills in several states that aim to take away drag performances. That's on the way next.
Temperatures will make their way up briefly for the next couple of days, but we'll crash again for the weekend. I'll have the details in about 3 minutes.